Hello and welcome again, family. This morning I'm planning to do a meal prep for a busy week. So I have been working night shifts since I resumed back after my maternity leave, and it's not been pretty fun because every time I go to work I'm always knackered the next day. I want to just sleep and rest, and half of the day is gone. So this week I don't want food to be what I'm thinking about or what I'm worried about. So I'm going to be prepping. I'm aiming to have just 2 different kind of food for lunch and 2 different kind of food for dinner. So I'm just going to prep that, put that in the fridge. I know that is sorted. I'm going to work tonight, so I better get started quickly, and also I need to rest before I go, because every time I find time to sleep before I go, I tend to function better at work. And also I aim to sleep whenever my baby is napping, so we can just sleep together. I pray for a good weather today so I can shoot nice and bright content. And I sold my electric guitar on eBay, so I'm waiting for the packaging so that I can pack it and send it to the person I'm selling it to. So I sold my electric guitar because I am not using it as much, and really I don't see myself as an electric guitarist. Sometimes I just want to do a lot of things, but at this point of my life I know that I love acoustic music and I want to just stick to that. So instead of just keeping it in the house and accumulating dust, I listed it on eBay, and glory be to God, I sold it like 2 days ago. I was so excited because I already forgot I even listed it. It's been over a month I listed, if not up to 2 months, and thank God I was able to sell it. And I'll be shipping that off to the new buyer. I pray it blesses that person. So I turned 32 years old this January, and I must confess things hasn't been any clearer to me like it has been this year. Suddenly, most of the things that have been doing in the past, they are playing right before my eyes, and I can see that my priority has really changed. Sometimes when I think of the things that I have been busy about, I will ask myself, why have I been so pouring myself, putting so much energy into these things that had been taking so much of my time? Most of my food inspiration is going to be taken from my mood board on Pinterest. So I'm making this. It's butternut squash bean curry, and I'm going to having rice and chicken. Let's get started. Let's get back into our chat. So sometimes last year, towards the ending, I think about September, I was very consistent posting on Instagram and TikTok. I would post literally every single day. So I was posting content about moms, so giving tips, gathering information, and things that I was also learning as I was going. So I was just doing that back to back every single day. I even carried the energy into the very early part of this year. I was still creating a lot of content and posting on Instagram and TikTok, and I was able to build my follower on TikTok from 0 to over 1,000. Even though my Instagram wasn't really growing as much, but I had views on my TikTok that was over 1 million, and on my Instagram that was over 100,000, I think, or up to something close to 100,000. Even with all of that, I was still feeling like there is something more that I wasn't doing. Like there is something that I'm supposed to be doing that I wasn't doing, and I was already running low on energy because it was a bit draining. I was always wanting to catch up. What's the trend? What else? What's next? Should I post? And it wasn't just for me again. So I had to sit back and take some time to ask the Lord and pray and really know, okay, what kind of content do you want me to be creating, God? I also realized that even if I had more follower or more engagement on my post, I still wouldn't be happy. I still wouldn't have felt satisfied, because the person I was chasing to become is not who I really feel God wants me to be. So I was chasing to be this content creator, this lifestyle creator, this social media person, and not in the way that I feel like is representing God enough. it was in a way that was self-satisfying. So I was chasing my own self. That's just a simple way to put it, so that people can say, oh, there's this girl like an influencer and everything. It wasn't anything related to glorifying God. And I knew at that point that even if I become that person, I will still not be satisfied, because there is more to who I believe God wants me to be. So I had to take a step back, and I started re-strategizing and in my digging, and I realized and finally concluded my core value and who I represent and who I want to be known for is Jesus. I want to represent Jesus in everything I do. Literally, I had been fighting this for so long. I wanted to create for everything except to share my faith. I was afraid I wouldn't be pleasant to a lot of people. I want everybody to want to watch my content. So I wanted to be the good girl. No wonder I was never satisfied. One of the things I had to do was to take down my Instagram account. So I put my Instagram on. I deactivated my Instagram account and I abandoned my TikTok. I actually want to delete it as well. But I just felt, let me just leave it, because at some point I still believe that I'm going back to short form content, and when that time comes, I want it to be to represent God as well. So for TikTok, because I think TikTok doesn't really matter what kind of content you are creating, so I can start anywhere on TikTok. But if God wants me to delete it, I'm going to delete it straight away, so it's not a big deal. So I had to let go of the things I was holding on to, and also my former YouTube accounts. I have almost up to 2,000 subscribers already. I have 1,900 and something, say 2,000. I had to also leave that. I don't know if I'm going to still post on that platform. I don't know. I just want everything to go, like just surrender everything and just start afresh. And this time around, I want to be known as a faith-based content creator. So, and there are so many ways to represent God. I know we can represent God in our daily life, but I love making content and I love sharing whatever I'm learning. So why not share my faith online? Why not be known as a faith-based content creator? Why not share Jesus? Why not share my relationship with the Lord? So that's why I'm starting afresh on this channel. And I no longer feel that voidness anymore, that pressure. I don't feel that anymore, really. And the fact that I'm starting brand new, it feels refreshing. I don't have to perform. And one of the things I also did is that I didn't send this channel link to anyone I know. I want to have like genuine community. I want people that subscribes to this channel to be people that has watched my content and like it and wants to stick around. So I don't want it to be just friends and family that just want to support me in some way and not make me feel bad because I shared my link with them. So I just want to start something fresh, something new, and I'm so thankful that we are here. That is all the meal prepped for the week. If you have watched this video to this very point, thank you so much. And if you have not subscribed, please consider subscribing. And for our returning subscriber, thank you so much and God bless you. That's my guitar getting shipped off. Thank you so much. Bye bye.